wonder if you can recognise where that music is from, which country that might be from. Got any ideas? Well, that was music from Scotland. So there's bagpipes playing there, very, very Scottish music. I've also got a Scottish flag with me today. I'm not Scottish. I'm not from Scotland. I've been there a couple of times, but I'm not Scottish. I don't know if any of you have any Scottish family. But today, the 30th of November, is a very special day if you live in Scotland, because it is St Andrew's Day. And St Andrew is the patron saint of Scotland. Just like we have St George as the patron saint of England, and St David is the patron saint of Wales, and St Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland, St Andrew is the patron saint of Scotland. And this is the flag of St Andrew. Now you might know already that this flag forms part of our Union flag. The Union flag is made up of the flag of St George, the Red Cross, the flag of St Andrew, which is this, and the flag of St Patrick. And you may say, well, where's the flag of Wales? Well, the flag of Wales doesn't feature in our Union flag because when the flag was designed in 1282, the English had just invaded Wales, and so Wales appears under the Red Cross of St George for England. But I wonder if you can tell me anything about St Andrew. I'm sure some of you will know that he is or was a disciple of Jesus. He was the brother of Peter, of Simon Peter, who, as we know, was a very important member of the early church. And Andrew and Peter were both fishermen. And Andrew actually met Jesus before his brother. Let me read you a little section from the Bible which tells the story. It's taken from the Gospel of John, chapter 1. One of the two who heard John the Baptist speak and followed Jesus was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. He first found his own brother Simon and said to him, "We have found the Messiah," which means Christ. He brought him to Jesus. Jesus looked at him and said, "You are Simon, the son of John. You shall be called Cephas," which means Peter. So Andrew met Jesus first, and Andrew told his brother about Jesus. And that's how the two of them became followers of Jesus. They were two of the 12 disciples. Andrew told Peter, and then we know the stories of Peter. Peter went on to tell many, many other people. We don't know how many people Peter told, but we do know that he was one of Jesus' very special friends. Although Peter made many mistakes, he was a faithful follower of Jesus, and he wrote lots of letters in the Bible. He wrote a couple of letters called Peter, one First Peter and Second Peter in the Bible. And we do know that people become followers of Jesus by reading stories about Peter and following Peter's example. But it's important to remember that it was Andrew that first brought Peter to Jesus. There are several stories, or legends if you like, about how Andrew became the patron saint of Scotland. One story says that in the 9th century, a king called King Angus was preparing for battle against the English when St Andrew appeared to him in a dream. St Andrew promised him victory, and on the day of battle, a white cross appeared in the sky. This later became the symbol of St Andrew. We don't know whether that is true or not. The other legend about the cross is that Andrew, like Jesus and like Peter, was crucified. And you remember Peter wanted to be crucified upside down so that he wasn't crucified the same way as Jesus. Well, legend has it that that Andrew wanted to be crucified on a diagonal cross so that he too wasn't crucified in the same way as Jesus. But Andrew believed that Jesus was good news for other people, and so he shared that news. I wonder whether we share good news to others, or whether we share bad things, whether we say unkind things so often, whether we use our words to make people happy or make people sad. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could all make people happy with the things that we say? I want you to think of a piece of good news that you would like to share today. And at the end of this assembly, maybe you'll have time just to share one piece of good news with someone. Maybe you'd like to just now share with your person sitting next to you something good, either that's happened to you this weekend or is going to happen during the week, or something you've heard about in the news. Just share it with the person sitting next to you now. Now I'm going to say a prayer. If you'd like to be quiet now, I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer, you can say Amen at the end with me. Dear God, thank you for good news. Please help us to use our words to share good things and make people feel happy. Please help us to remember the good news of Jesus, that he loves us and cares for us. Amen. Have a good Monday, and I will see you later on in the week.